now tuned into Urban Force Media.
Welcome back to another episode of the Roundtable session. I'm yours truly, LB. This evening, I'll be joined in conversation with a military veteran and first officer of a major USA airline. Now, with an entertainment career spiraling to the top of circulating charts, from the newly released debut single Hindsight, she's hardworking in the recording studio right now, collaborating with producers to keep the music production rolling. Having 7 songs to her catalog, she's named one of the Michigan Chronicles 2025 40 Under 40, claiming not to be big on cooking, although she can make some of the world's best lemon pound cake butter biscuits. She's an avid journaler whose note-taking is precise to the point, the superb writer who turns personal testimonies into heartfelt music. Right now, sitting at the round table, we have the lovely Miss Dasia Gorbea.
Hey,
how you doing, Dasia?
You know I am cracking up. Okay, you about to ask me about the biscuits. Okay.
Dasia.
All right. Oh Lord.
lemon pound cake. Anything lemon pound cake. It takes me over. True story. True story. Anything lemon pound cake takes me over. Mm-hmm. That's a special someone in my life right now. Their nickname is Lemon Pound Cake.
Oh wow.
Yes, Lemon Pound Cake. Tell you, Dasia. Woo. Dasia, I told you.
You did.
Okay. With the name Dasia Gorbea, let me get this right. Dasia Gorbea. Where your name come from?
Well, my mother's name is Chandra and my father's name is David. So she put the names together. So like Dasia. So, but to make it sound, I don't know, better, it's like Dasia. That's what I was told. So hopefully that's correct. And yeah, that's where my name's from. David and Chandra.
The last name is very, very different. Where does the last name come from?
Oh, that is from Spain. I'm Black and Puerto Rican, so it's rooted in the Spaniards, if that's the right word. I hope that is. I'm not looking crazy up here talking about that.
Now, do you speak Spanish as well, or sing Spanish some as well?
No, I mean, I speak like a little Spanish. You just have to talk really, really slow to me. And I don't know a lot of words. Like if we was in a dangerous situation and it was up to me to get us out, we would probably need some help. That's what Google Translate is for, okay?
Right. All right, Dasia. Let's get the elephant out the room. You have a video circulating where you and a assistant were in the kitchen and you claim you really didn't like cooking. But at the end of the video, your sister didn't test it in the video, but you did. And you were like, are they really that good?
It was good. It just didn't look. It didn't look nice, but the flavor was there. The flavor was there. I'm telling you, it really was.
Was it a honey glaze or something on top of them?
It was like it was powdered sugar and I can't remember what else. But no, it was no honey glaze. It was like a powdered sugar kind of glaze thing that they had going on in the recipe.
Now, did you take any to work and let some of your co-workers taste a little bit of good cooking that came out of the kitchen? Did you not?
I didn't. I did try to get my friends to taste it. I was really the only one that would like taste it. I think one other friend tasted it and she was like, it's good, but my friend Sky, who helped me make it, she wouldn't taste it. It was because of how it looked. It was because of how it looked. If you could get past like it looking crazy, I'm telling you, the flavor was there.
You're supposed to close your eyes. You first bite. You gotta savor the moment, Scott. Come on.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell her. I was trying to tell her that they don't. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it was
But
delicious.
what you mentioned in the name Sky, you've been a flight attendant. You started out I take it you started your career out young as in the military. What branch was you in?
The Army Reserve.
Okay. You started out there, and then did you initially jump into being a pilot, or how did that work for you?
Oh, okay. So no, but what happened is that I graduated college with a degree in political science because I wanted to be a lawyer. But before I like started preparing and stuff for that for law school and trying to apply for law school, I wanted to take a break and try out the whole music thing. And then I also wanted to live in Atlanta. So my mom was like, "You need a job." So she found me my first job out of college as a flight attendant, and I moved to Atlanta. And then I was a flight attendant for maybe like a year or two, and then I'd hop into the military. And then when I got out of the military, then that's when I went into flight school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you did college, then the military, then back to the whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot to the circle. The circle is different from what most people would take the circle. You know, because they would say, I'm gonna go to the military, they come out, I'm gonna use that GI Bill and go to college. You did the reverse.
I did.
So you've been, at what point in time did you sit down and say, hey, I know I can sing? How long have you been singing?
Well, I've always known that I can sing. I've been able to sing since I was a kid. So that's always definitely been a thought as far as taking it like serious and professional. Within the past year, with me releasing the whole project, my single Hindsight, and then my album Intended Use Only in October. This is where like I was actually like, okay, let me take this serious and do it the right way as far as like the purpose and the message behind it and it being God's way. This past year was the like me taking it serious.
Were you always connected with singing Christian gospel music, or you just sung a little bit of everything?
I was not. I didn't grow up in the church. I actually grew up off of 90s R&B and hip hop. Being from Brooklyn, I used to listen to a lot of like Mary J. and Faith Evans and people along those lines. So I was not raised off of gospel. I think the only gospel music that I remember listening to as a child was Kirk Franklin's album, because my grandmother had that one CD. And I just remember her blasting it around the apartment all the time. And I believe it was God's property. So that's like about as far as like into the Christian music space that I was like introduced to as a child.
You know, Dasia, it's weird for me to, how would I say this? It's weird for me to, I guess you could say, accept what you're saying, because when everyone hears your music in a little bit, when we play it, the reason I say accept is because your sound resides with what I used to listen to in the 70s. Not the music sound, but the sound of your lyrics, the arrangement of your lyrics, where it sounds like arrangement of lyrics from the 70s.
Oh wow.
And the storytelling. And it's clean storytelling that flows and you can follow. But as I also go back and I think maybe that come from you with your writing that you do in the journal.
Yeah, because a lot of the lyrics that like you hear within my music are from my journal entries. So
how long have you been writing in the journal?
Well, say since like 2023, when I broke my foot and I was out of work for like 6 months, and I felt the Lord kind of like sitting me down and rebuilding my foundation. And during that time, I was like journaling. That's where I really, really picked it up. So a lot of those entries is from that time up until now.
once again, that's hard to accept, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
my
It's because
gosh.
of how deep her writing skills. I mean, you're talking what, 3 years ago? You would think that Dasia has been writing in journals since she was 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
Just saying.
no, but I did have help. This wonderful writer named Crayon. I actually collabed with her, and she helped me write like majority of the songs on the project. So I would
Mhm.
pick the beat, and I would have like, the type of message and like the journal entries that I would want to include in it. But she just helped me like kind of structure and give life to what it was that I was trying to say. So I did have help.
As I stated in the intro, what was it? You're a superb writer who turns personal testimonies into heart-filled music. Um, do you feel the music that you're writing and singing is a portion of who Dasia actually is?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And why you say that?
Um, just like going back to, the lyrics being from my journal entries, like those are like very, very personal things that I was going through, and um things that God was talking to me about, like in certain points of my life. And just like working through that with his help. So the music is literally like an extension of my relationship with God, because of like those entries that I was putting in my journal.
Before you actually, sat down and said, I'm getting ready to do a project, was you in between? Should I do R&B or should I do gospel Christian music? Was you in between?
I wasn't in between. I wanted to do R&B. I wanted to do R&B. If you would have told me a few years ago that I would be trying to, or being a gospel artist and releasing gospel music, I would have thought you had lost your mind, because I'm like, wow, I just the transformation that has taken place in my life, like what God has I don't know, just done for me. Back then I would have been like, am I qualified enough to even do this? Like, just given, the history with me and certain things that I've been through. So I was just straight wanted to do R&B back in the day, until I would say until that monumental period where I had broke my foot and God revealed to me my purpose. And I had asked him a question when I was in prayer one day. I was like, why doesn't things ever move like in the music space for me? And he was like, well, because you're not using your gift for how I wanted it, how I intended for you to use it. So
Right.
that was like when the light bulb went off for me.
Hmm. That's great. That's great. Now, as far as Hindsight, that's an actual testimony itself. Am I correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So Hindsight, the song in general is just about like how in certain seasons of my life, God was protecting me from dangers seen and unseen, even when I wasn't like really, dealing with him or rocking with him in that way, or like just including him, and just didn't have any type of relationship with him, but yet he still saw fit to protect me in my mess. The
Mhm.
video is actually based off of a true story. Me and my friends had went out to the club in Atlanta, and we went to Waffle House because that's what you do after the club. So we went to the Waffle House. I got into a argument with this random man, and he left, and maybe like 20 or 30 minutes later I left. I'm
Uh-huh.
home driving. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I get to the apartment complex that I was staying at the time. And from what my eye could see, there was no parking spaces open in the front parking lot where, like, the cameras and all the stuff
Mhm.
was. And
Mhm.
something which I know now is the Holy Spirit was like, go to the right. And I went to the right, and behind this huge truck, there was like the last parking space. If I wouldn't have parked in that parking space, I would have had to park all the way in the back with like pitch black, like no
Mhm.
traffic, no nothing back there. So I parked, went upstairs, went to bed, came back down the other day, and the windows in my car was busted open. I was like, oh my gosh, like who could have done this to me? And I looked at the video footage, And the guy that I had gotten into an argument with, when he left, he actually went and got a friend, came back to the Waffle House, waited for me to leave, followed me home. And in the video footage, you could see his friend hanging out of the window, watching to see where I was parking my car. And as I was walking into the building, I guess they had like made some type of U-turn, but you could literally see me walking across the car, like walking across, and their headlights were like beaming at me. And I literally had no clue like what was going on. So that is what the video that is what the video is about. That true story that literally happened to me. So I just thank God that he saw fit to protect me in my mess.
It's just it's great that you were touched and you were told to park up here, park closer up here versus back there. I mean, like you said, going back, hindsight thinking, what if I'd have done that? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back, but we're going to let you see a portion of what she just explained to you happened to her. We're not going to give them the whole thing, Dasia, because they're going to go to your page and support you on your page. So we're going to give them a portion of what you were just illustrating to us. Here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen, hindsight.
Has the Lord been good to you? Has the Lord been good? Has the Lord been good to you? Yeah. When I look back over my life, Lord, I see your hand on me. Even when I went astray, you still carry me. Feeling voids of worldly things, drinking just to numb the pain. Relationships are killing me, parties with the enemy. But you spared me, you chose me. I couldn't imagine where I'll be. It's taking me a while. I heard you calling me. You got my attention, Lord. Lift your hands if you believe. Has the Lord been good to you? Has the Lord been good? Has the Lord been good to you? Has the Lord been good? It could have been me. Hey, hindsight 2020. Didn't have to do it for me, but he did. Ooh. Even when death was calling me, yes he did. Yes, he did. Oh yes he did. Yes he did. Yes he did. Oh, you spared me. You chose me through danger seen and unseen. Came and rescued me. I heard you calling me. You got my attention, Lord. Lift your hands if you believe. Has the Lord been good to you? Good. Has the Lord been good? Has the Lord been good to you? Let the church say.
Now, Dasia, y'all actually went to a Waffle House and recorded that video there.
That was a
It wasn't.
Coney's. That was a Coney's.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Waffle House.
Because they don't have Waffle House up here.
Okay, I was going to say, did she go back to the same Waffle House and record that? You know, Dasia, as I was listening to your the song just now, it dawned on me what it was. That took me back to the 70s. What you do, a lot of artists don't do. The new artists now, a lot of them don't do anymore. You note hold. You carry that note and let us hear you emphasize on those notes. And a lot of them don't note hold no more, and you do, and that's the difference. If you go back and listen to 70s music, that's what they did. They held those notes. And that shows how powerful your voice is. You have a very beautiful, strong, note holding voice.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate that feedback.
Did someone coach you into, did you do any type of voice lessons or anything like that?
I'm doing voice lessons now. And I think I maybe had like a few voice lessons back in the day, but no, not really. I was in chorus all my life, and I sang on a praise team briefly
Okay.
when I was in high school, I believe. But no,
Mhm.
I haven't had any like formal training
Mhm. Have
up
you had
until
a
now.
chance yet? Have you had a chance yet to shadow behind any major artists? Like you mentioned Kurt Franklin and some of the other big artists.
No, not yet. I'm hoping to be able to one day, but that would be wonderful just to kind of see how, just
Mhm.
to see like how a major artist actually moves and like what they do with their voice. Let's touch and agree with that. I would love to do that.
There we go. There we go. And the reason why I asked that because a lot of the seasoned major recording artists, on the R&B spectrum, such as Kim and Will Downing, they are doing work with a lot of the indie artists, and it's a phenomenal piece of work. It really, really, truly is. It's phenomenal, and hopefully, maybe some of the major gospel artists, and maybe if not gospel, maybe R&B artists would come and say, like Will Downing or Kim, and say, "Hey, come and do a show with me." I think you could
I
do it.
would love that.
I really do. I feel you do it. With you spoke in reference to you coming from New York to Detroit. At what were you young when that transition happened, or where were you?
No. I have lived all over. So we lived in New York. We're from Brooklyn. Then we moved upstate New York, and then we moved to Jersey, and then we moved to North Carolina, and then I moved to Atlanta, and then it's. So I ended up here in Detroit because of work. Back when actually COVID was going on, my base in Atlanta shut down and I got displaced. So that's how I ended up here in Detroit. And I actually really like Detroit. So
You said you moved to North Carolina. What part of North Carolina?
Cheryl's Ford, it's just outside of Charlotte, like the Mooresville
Yes,
area. You know where that's at? Get out of
yes,
here.
straight
Are
up
you
77.
serious?
Yes, or 16, 18, whichever one is 16 or 18. Yes, go straight up,
Wait, where are you at?
Charlotte.
Oh my goodness. That is so
Mhm.
crazy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That is pretty
yeah.
cool.
You got what? Lake Norman, Mooresville, all that Huntersville area, Cheryl's Ford. There's wow. How did you? I know that was a culture shock. As I think about it now, that was a culture shock of
It
all
was a
times.
big yes. My high school had a farm. It was pretty cool though. It was really, really cool.
You with the bandies?
I did.
God, girl.
I did. Shout out to Bandy's High School. It's a great
Shout
school.
out,
Great
it is.
school.
Shout out to bandies. Oh my God, small world, small world.
hmm
Ah, Daisy, oh my gosh. From me fumbling with your last name to knowing that you went to bandies and Cheryl Ford. Woo. And
Not the
ladies and gentlemen,
fan.
ladies and gentlemen, I had to do this right here to know how to pronounce her name.
Gorbea. I love that.
Touche, touche. I'm gonna go back just a little bit,
Okay.
Dasia, if I can get myself together. You do a segment on Wednesdays called "Come Fly with Me," and that is, ladies and gentlemen, if you can go to her, let's see, where is it? Go to her Facebook page and just subscribe to Dasia Gorbea, and scroll down and just start looking at some of the things she do on Wednesdays. And I'll let you tell them about that, Dasia. But I'm gonna put something on the screen as you tell them about that.
Okay.
Oh, that ain't it. There it is, right there.
Nobody talks about cruise. It's the part where you haven't arrived yet, the season most people try to rush through. But the middle is where growth happens. Don't skip it. It's making you. Come fly with me every Wednesday and subscribe to my newsletter. Link in bio. Everyone celebrates the takeoff and the landing, but nobody talks about cruise. It's the part where you haven't arrived yet, the season most people try to rush through. But the middle is where growth happens. Don't skip it. It's making you. Come fly with me every Wednesday.
And this right here is you.
Link in bio.
Is that before flight
Everyone
or after
celebrates
flight?
the takeoff and the landing, but nobody.
This part right here, I wasn't operating that flight because we aren't allowed to record while we're actually flying. So
It's making
when
you.
you see the
Come fly with me every
images like
Wednesday and subscribe to my
of
newsletter.
the
Link in bio.
actual airplane
Everyone
wings,
celebrates
that's
the
me
takeoff
riding
and
in
the
the
landing,
back
but
of the
nobody
plane,
talks about
not
cruise.
operating.
It's the part.
Okay. So you'd be like maybe an additional pilot just in case if something happens to one of the other ones sometimes?
No, well,
Anyone
I mean, I
sees
guess you
anything,
could put it
the
like
flight
that, but
starts way
how it
long
normally
before we ever
happens,
leave the
like it's
ground. So come fly
me and
with
the
me.
captain. So
New
I'm first
episode
officer
every
and there's a
Wednesday. And
captain,
subscribe to my
and we switch off who flies. So the captain will fly one leg and I'll talk on the radios, and then our next flight I'll fly and then he or she will talk on the radio. So it just kind of we switch off in that way.
And what's ironic about this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, that's her flight from, I can't remember where it was coming from, but it was coming to Charlotte.
Yep, I am in Charlotte quite frequently.
Awesome. Oh man. So as far as your music, are you still doing recording right now?
Right now, I am not recording. Right now, I'm actually getting ready for some showcases that I have coming up. I'm planning one for myself, and then I'm also part of one that's happening in August. So that's kind of what I've been, gearing up for. But no, I'm not recording right now.
Since you've been in the industry for several years now, as far as recording, pushing your music, getting people to hear it, what's a lesson that you've learned from that so far?
A lesson that I have learned is it's the music. It might seem like you are doing overkill with like posting your music and stuff every day, but social media encompasses so many people. So there's just always somebody who has yet to hear your music. So what I've learned is just to kind of like get out of my own way and stop I don't want to say caring about what people think, but just getting out of my own way in that way and just still continuing to press forward and to push my music and the message and not getting too caught up on like who's seeing what or if I'm being annoying. So that's kind of been a hard lesson for me to learn.
That can go back to one thing I ask some artists when they come up, have you ever lost touch? And that could be something similar to what you're speaking in reference to, because you can lose touch if you get into what everybody else is saying.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important to just stick to your core message, stick to your why, and just to tune out the noise.
I feel your music, Dasia, you're on a journey that's really, truly just about to take off. If, that's kind of cliche with you being, a pilot, but I really, truly feel your career is getting ready to take off because of the different style. Your style right now is not like any other style out there. And that's a bonus because, now you may get other people such as R&B guys or more gospel guys or even rappers say, hey, Dasia, can we collab with you on something? If Tupac can make a religious song, hey, anybody can make a religious song. So I really truly feel your music is about to really, really just take off and do some big major things.
Thank you. That is really encouraging because it's hard. It's hard to stay encouraged some days. So thank you. I appreciate that.
But speaking of that, being encouraged some days, say there's a young artist and they are troubled and they've been doing it for a while and they don't see the light at the end of the rainbow yet. What could you tell them?
Well, I would just keep telling them to like I said, remember your why, stick to your message, and to tune out the noise. And take it up in prayer. So I can only speak from what I'm currently going through. I pray about it. I tune out the noise. I have to recenter myself and remember like why I'm doing this. And that would really be the advice that I would give to somebody that's struggling to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mhm. And right now you're with Benjamin Entertainment Group.
Yes.
Courtney Benjamin. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to reach out and have maybe Dasia come in and appear at some type of event that you're promoting, contact Courtney Benjamin there at Courtney at BenjaminEntertainmentGroup.com, 248-376-2900. 248-376-2900. And you don't have to dial the 1 no more.
Oh.
All right. Courtney, right now we're at the end of the rainbow here at the Roundtable session. I hate that. But also, ladies and gentlemen, go and your music is on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon,
Yep.
SoundCloud. Go and check out her webpage also. I didn't put the webpage up. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to share the webpage screen here, if you will. This is her webpage here. And it's Dasia Gorbea.com. Go and check out her webpage, support her, ladies and gentlemen. And her contact information is there as well, to where you can reach out to her and also listen to her music on Apple Music and Spotify. And we would highly appreciate everyone doing that so we can get Dasia to the top and get to hearing more and more 70s hits in 2026.
Thank
You
you.
know, when I say 70s, Dasia, don't take that as, oh, it's my music. Oh, because if you think about it, a lot of artists, even in gospel, they go and take music from the 70s and 80s and just put their words on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Kurt, I mean, that's Kurt's whole life is taking 70s and 80s music and, you know, putting his swing onto it, which was great and phenomenal. To me, it just sounds like your voice, your structure is something that music needed. And maybe you would inspire some R&Bs that are doing just R&B music to grasp what you're doing now, especially at the way you did Hindsight. That's a phenomenal job.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I love 70s. I love old school music. So that's actually a big compliment to me.
Mm-hmm. Any new singles coming out other than Hindsight, or you just focusing on Hindsight right now?
I am. I was actually considering releasing another one, just trying to figure out which song that I would want to come out with. So kind of getting opinions on that.
Now, any new videos that are coming out with some of the other songs that you've done already, or are you just going to wait and do new videos with new songs?
I was going to do new videos with new songs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, with that video with Hindsight, was that your creation, or you told the director, hey, this is what I want to do, and you take on?
No, I actually had, so I had the story, but one of my friends, Kay, who helps me with my social media and the branding aspect, she created a storyboard for it, and we worked with the videographer as far as like the shot list and kind of like what we wanted to see. So it was organized. So I did have help. Shout out to Kay.
Hey, Kay. Keep doing good work for her, Kay. Please keep doing good work for her. Hang in there with her.
Yes.
Help her get to that top. Since you're rarely new to the music industry scene for, you know, the rest of us, and no major artists have came to you, this is a question I like to take everyone out on. If you could create your own stage, no matter who's on that stage, you can open it, you can be the middle, or you can be the closer, or someone else open, someone else be the middle, and you close the show. Where would the show be, and with which artist would you have on that show, opening, middle, or close?
That's a great question. I'm not sure where I would want the show to be. But the artist that I would definitely want to be on the show with would be Kirk Franklin. I love Jonathan McReynolds. I love Mary Mary. Um, and I really like Christian rap artists like Lecrae and Jackie Hill Perry. So I would want to do some type of like show with them as well. I know that was like a lot of people, but those are the people that I would like to work with.
Well, to me, I'm glad you said that, because now do you realize what you just did?
What I do?
The door for those artists to reach out to you once they see, and once they the word get out to them. Hey, y'all need to look at Dasia. She doing her thing, and she said she would like to work with y'all on stage. So yeah, you just open that door, and that's the can of worms you open. I didn't. Good worms on top of that. If you're a fisherman. Dasia, you got me tickled. You made my Wednesday, I tell you that. Now, let me ask you, what time of the day do you usually do your Come Fly With Me Wednesday? 5.
Yep, I usually post them at 5. So today, I'll be posting my Come Fly With Me at 5 o'clock.
Awesome. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, go fly with her over at her page. Support her. Go to her Facebook page, her YouTube page, her Instagram page, all of the social media pages. Go to them, support her. If you don't support her, you're going to feel left out, because someone else is going to send you the link and say, hey, look what I found. You're going to be like, oh, I knew that. No, you didn't, because you didn't follow her. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. Dasia, if it's our Creator's will and the river don't rise, I promise to you, I'll see you on the other side. You take care of yourself, and you keep doing what you're doing. And we supporting you over here at Urban Voice Media, okay?
Thank you. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Until next time.
Bye.